Good morning, kindergarten. Welcome to class today. I have our morning message up on our board. Let's read it together. It says, today is Wednesday. So we're right in the middle of our week. Today, we have PE and art. I see some sight words in these sentences. Do you see them too? I thought so. Let's circle our sight words that we see. If we say one together, raise your hand if you see a sight word, so I know and I'll circle it. Today is, you're all raising your hands. Is a sight word. You are so right. Thank you. I'm going to circle it. Wednesday. Is Wednesday a sight word? No, but Miss Havian underlined it because it is a day of the week. Now, let's keep reading. Oh my gosh, you're raising your hands again. Yes, we is a sight word. We have, look at you guys. You guys know all the sight words. Have. We have PE. Oh, sillies. PE isn't a sight word, but we know that PE is our physical education. That's whenever you guys get to go run and play with Coach Quick. But not a sight word. Let's keep reading. PE and, yes, and is a sight word. We have PE and art. Is art a sight word? No. Just like how PE is one of our specials, art is too. Now, I want to take lunch count for today. So, if you brought a sack lunch, raise your hand. Okay, you guys all see the hands. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many friends brought their lunch today? 4. Good. I'm going to write the number 4. Draw it in the air with me. Line down, across. 4. I'm going to write it on the board. 4. Now we have our choice A for lunch. Our choice A is a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with corn and a cookie. Okay, raise your hand if you want choice A. Everybody count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many friends chose choice A? 10. Good. We're going to write the word 10. Help me spell it. What's that first sound that you hear whenever you say 10? T, t, t. You're right. And what letter goes with that sound? Sarah. Good. T. 10. We have our first sound, T. Now we need 2 more sounds. What letter goes with that sound? Oh, Josiah, you look like you can tell me. Good. It is an E because we know that E can make that sound. T, n. Good. Now we have 1 sound left in the word 10. So we have our T, What's our sound that we're missing? Oh, Gabriel, you're really good at tapping out words. Can you tell me what the last sound is? You're right, it is a n. But, okay, everybody, I want you to all at once whisper to me. What letter makes the sound n? Good, it is an N. Now we have our choice B for lunch. Our choice B is macaroni and cheese with the corn and cookie. Raise your hand if you want choice B. 1, 2, 3. Good job counting with me, everybody. How many friends chose choice B? You're right, it was 3 friends. We're going to draw 3 dots in the 10 frame. I want you to help me count them. I'm going to be the drawer, you're going to be the counter. 1, 2, 3. Great. Now we have all of our lunch stuff squared away and we know what day it is. We're going to go on to our read aloud for this morning. So, Miss Havian chose an awesome book for our read aloud. I chose the book, and it's one of my favorites. It's called The Day the Crayons Quit. Look at those crayons. I wonder what they're doing. This book says The Day the Crayons Quit by Drew Daywalt. And this little sign upside down right here says who drew the pictures. And the pictures are done by Oliver Jeffers. Does anyone know what we call the person who wrote a story? Oh, I answer a raised hand. Yes. You're right, it is. The author is the person who wrote the story. I want everyone to say that with me. The author is the person who wrote the story. Thank you. Now, I want to know, what do we call the person who paints or draws the pictures? Yes. It is the illustrator. So the illustrator is the person who draws or colors or paints the pictures. Good job, guys. So, let's get into reading. The Day the Crayons Quit. One day in class, Duncan went to take out his crayons and found a stack of letters with his name on them. To Duncan. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of letters. Raise your hand if you ever get letters in the mail, maybe from grandma or your aunts and uncles. Oh, me too. Miss Havian loves getting mail. Oh, here's a letter. Hey Duncan, it's me, Red Crayon. We need to talk. You make me work harder than any of your other crayons. All year long, I wear myself out coloring fire engines, apples, strawberries, and everything else that is red. I even work on holidays. I have to color all the Santas at Christmas and all the hearts on Valentine's Day. I need a rest. Your overworked friend, Red Crayon. And look, here's a picture of everything he was just talking about. The Santas, apples, and here's the crayon. He looks overworked. Here's another letter. Dear Duncan, all right, listen. I love that I'm your favorite crayon for grapes, dragons, and wizard hats, but it makes me crazy that so much of my gorgeous color goes outside the lines. If you don't start coloring inside the lines soon, I'm going to completely lose it. Your very neat friend, Purple Crayon. Dear Duncan, I'm tired of being called light brown or dark tan because I am neither. I am beige and I am proud. I'm also tired of being second place to Mr. Brown Crayon. It's not fair that Brown gets all the bears, ponies, and puppies, while the only things I get are turkey dinners, if I'm lucky. And wheat. And let's be honest, when was the last time you saw a kid excited about drawing wheat? your beige friend, beige crayon. Oh, beige looks sad. Raise your hand if that makes you want to draw with your beige crayon. Me too. Duncan, gray crayon here. You're killing me. I know you love elephants, and I know that elephants are gray, but that's a lot of space to color in all by myself. And don't even get me started on all the rhinos, hippos, and humpback whales. You know how tired I am after handling one of those things. Such big animals. Baby penguins are gray, you know. And so are tiny rocks, pebbles. How about one of those once in a while to give me a break? Your very tired friend, Gray Crayon. Oh my gosh, look at all those big animals. And he drew a little penguin and some pebbles just to show what they look like. Okay. Dear Duncan, you color with me, but why? Most of the time, I'm the same color as the page you were using me on, white. If I didn't have a black outline, you wouldn't even know I was there. I'm not even in the rainbow. I'm only used to color snow or fill in empty space between other things, and it leaves me feeling, well, empty. We need to talk. Your empty friend, White Crayon. Look, you can't even see the white crayon because the page is white. He was so right. Look, I guess he drew this cat. It says, White Cat in the Snow by Duncan. His crayons are so silly. Hi, Duncan. I hate being used to draw the outline of things. Wait, didn't White Crayon just say that the only way that they could be seen was if the black was outlining? Yeah, I thought so. Just making sure. Things are colored in by other colors, all of which think they're brighter than me. It's not fair when you use me to draw a nice beach ball and then fill in the colors of the ball with the other crayons. How about a black beach ball with all the other colors as the outlines? Is that too much to ask? Your friend, Black Crayon. Black Crayon just wants to be used too. Dear Duncan, as Green Crayon, I am writing you for 2 reasons. One is to say I like my workloads of crocodiles, trees, dinosaurs, and frogs. I have no problems and wish to congratulate you on a very successful coloring things green career so far. The second reason I write is for one of my friends, Yellow Crayon and Orange Crayon, who are no longer speaking to each other because both crayons feel that they should be the color of the sun. Please settle this soon because they are driving the rest of us crazy. Your happy friend, Green Crayon. Well, finally there's at least one crayon who's pretty happy with what he's doing. That's good to hear. Oh, we have another letter. Duncan. Dear Duncan, Yellow Crayon here. I need you to tell Orange Crayon that I am the color of the sun. I would tell him, but we are no longer speaking. And I can prove that I'm the color of the sun too. Last Tuesday, you used me to color the sun on your Happy Farm coloring book. In case you've forgotten, it's on page 7. You can't miss me shining down brilliantly on the field of yellow corn. Your pal, and the true color of the sun, Yellow Crayon. Dear Duncan, I see Yellow Crayon already talked to you. The big whiner. Anyway, could you please tell Mr. Tattletale that he is not the color of the sun? I would, but we're no longer speaking. We both know that I am clearly the color of the sun because on Thursday you used me to color the sun on both Monkey Island and Meet the Zookeeper pages in your Day at the Zoo coloring book. Aren't you glad I'm here? Haha. Your pal, and the real color of the sun, orange crayon. Oh, we see the two crayons looking at each other. I want to see you guys show me with your head nods. If I have a problem with a friend, should I just not talk to them about it? No, you guys are right. Who wants to tell me what we should do if we have a problem with a friend? Yes. You're right. If we have a problem with a friend, the best thing to do is talk to that friend. Or if we need to, ask for teacher help. Dear Duncan, it has been great being your favorite color this past year. And the year before, and the year before that. I have really enjoyed all those lakes, oceans, rivers, raindrops, rain clouds, and clear skies. But the bad news is that I'm so short and stubby, I can't even see over the railing in the crayon box anymore. I need a break. Your very stubbly friend, Blue Crayon. Duncan. Okay, listen here, kid. You have not used me once in this past year. It's because you think I'm a girl's color, isn't it? Speaking of which, please tell your little sister I said thank you for using me to color her little princess coloring book. I think she did a fabulous job of staying inside the lines. Now, back to us. Could you please use me sometime to color the occasional pink dinosaur, or monster, or cowboy? Goodness knows they could use a splash of color. Your unused friend, Pink Crayon. You guys want to see this? Hey Duncan, it's me, Peach Crayon. Why'd you peel off my paper wrapping? Now I'm naked and too embarrassed to leave the crayon box. I don't even have any underwear. How would you like to go to school naked? I need some clothes. Help! Your naked friend, Peach Crayon. Well, poor Duncan just wanted to color. And of course he wanted his crayons to be happy. And that gave him an idea. Turn and talk to a friend about what you think that Duncan's going to do. Does anyone want to share their ideas? Everyone, thank you so much for sharing. Let's see what Duncan ended up doing. When Duncan showed his teacher his new picture, she gave him an A for coloring. Look, he used all of the colors. And an A+ for creativity. Wasn't that such a good book? If you liked it, you can use American Sign Language to sign to me yes or no. Oh, a lot of yeses. That's why Miss Havian likes this book so much. It's so funny, and it's a good way for us to look back through our colors, so that way we can remind ourselves which colors are which. Now, after this, I want you guys to please go to your desk, get out your little crayon boxes. I'm going to be coming around with a blank sheet of paper, and I want you guys to make your own masterpiece, just like Duncan did in the story. Use your crayons for coloring things that you wouldn't usually use them for. Draw a pink dragon. Draw a blue, I don't know, something smaller than that. So draw some blue eyes. Miss Havian has blue eyes. That's what made me think of that. Use your colors for things you wouldn't usually use them for. When you're done, please come drop them off at my desk and I would love to take a look at them. But only when you're done, and I want your entire paper to be filled. Do not come to me with white paper because I know and you are so creative and you're going to come up with an amazing picture. Okay? Good. Everyone go back to your seats now.